Well, thank you for signing up. I just want to say I'm Jeremy, the Kung Fu guy, and I'm excited to have you here, and I'm excited to share this information. Today we're going to cover one of the little hinges that swings great big doors, is the idea of self-control. Self-control is when my mind controls my body and my emotions. And one of the ways that that shows up is in our language. So listen to the things that younger people say, or that you say, or the way you talk to yourself inside your own head. Do you say things like, I can't? Oh, that's too difficult, I can't do that. Oh, I'm too old, I can't do that. I'm too heavy, I'm too this, I'm too that, I can't. Or do you say things like, I should? I should work out more. I should make more time for my family. I should take some time off. I should take a vacation. Do you say things like that? Or do you say things like, oh, I never do things that are unsupportive for me and my family. Oh, I never overcommit myself. Oh, I'm never overeating. Oh, I never do anything unhealthy. Right? Which is more fun, giving stuff up or getting stuff? Do you say things like, oh, I'm healthy and vital and dynamic and I'm alive and I'm loving life and I'm engaged with the people around me and I always make time for the people that matter to me and I always have a clear set of priorities in any given moment. Right now, do you notice different levels of energy, different feeling inside yourself when you hear someone talk like that? When someone says, oh, I can't do this, what do you think? What do you feel? When you hear somebody say, I should, what do you think? What do you feel? When you hear somebody say, I never, I no longer, what do you think? And what do you feel? And what about when you hear someone say, I am? What would you like for your children to say? I can't, I should, I never, I am, I always. Which would you like to hear out of your children? See, they're going to become a mirror of what you say also. So you're part of the solution. So that little hinge that swings big doors, that self-control, it shows up in our language. So watch what you say, watch what your children say. Right? Give you an example in school. My students are running laps, and I say, don't stop. And I have somebody stop. Why'd you stop? You said stop. No, I said, don't stop. No, you said stop. No, I said, don't stop. You said stop, I heard you. Well, how come everybody else kept going? Because they weren't listening? Ever had an exchange like that? Me too, real conversation. And when I said they kept going, I went, bing! Which is a better comment? Is it I should tell the class to don't stop, or should I tell the class to keep going? See, what I actually want is I want them to keep going. Duh, blinding flash of the obvious. So focus on what you want to see. Focus on the outcomes and the results instead of micromanaging and say, don't do this, don't do this. Well, here's what I would like. Here's what I want to see. Can you do this? Right? So instead of saying don't stop, just say keep going. Find those opportunities. And these are actually what we call the 4 levels of self-talk. We have a whole section we'll talk on that. But as the 4 levels of self-talk, it's that level of I can't, the level of I should, the level of I never, and the idea of I am. Right? And it's the idea everything I do is to work towards that level 4. When I'm talking to myself, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to my students, whoever I'm talking to, I want to focus on what they can do and help them to see what they can do instead of focusing on what they need to give up, what they can't do, or what they should do. Does this make sense? So, I'm really excited again to have you involved, and I thank you, and I look forward to your feedback and comments on the book. You make it a fantastic day, and I will see you when I see you. And I always finish with focus and respect. Now what that means is self-control, my mind, my body. Who should be in charge, my body or my mind? Oh, my mind. In control of my body, then from my heart, from here out to the world, because that's what I'm here to share. Whatever I have here is I share. One big happy, small cycle. And we'll cover that in the book if you haven't read it yet, but we'll also cover it in the parent coaching program. So once you're involved there, you'll see that too. Okay, so you make it a fantastic day, and I'll see you when I see you.